All right. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. Um, I woke up this morning feeling kind of conflicted because I want to address things, but I don't want to seem redundant. But honestly, this is just the time we're in right now. We're just under constant attack, and we have to be on top of things all the time because people get caught up. They really get fooled a lot by the media and what's going on. So it's up to us as the truth speakers and the people with the platform, and especially people that's on code. We have to challenge these narratives every single time. And today I'm going to talk about something that's very sensitive, and I'm not going to get a lot of fans from this, and that's okay because I'm committed to speaking the truth. And especially when it comes to our women, I know that we don't want to be asked any questions. Let's just keep it all the way 100. We don't want to be asked shit. We don't want to be questioned on anything. And as my post said earlier, I made a post and it was very clear. You know, black women, you cannot act like and behave like whores and then demand queen treatment. And I'm a black woman telling you this. It is time out. And as I said in my other video the other day, I was talking about Gabrielle Union and how all this advice that she gave in her book talking about fuck your pussy, fuck this, go to other countries and fuck. We live in an American whorehouse culture right now. It's clear. It's very clear. But what I'm not seeing is that a lot of people understand how hell-bent this society is on making the face of rape, making the face of pedophilia. They want to make that the black man. And I'm not here for it. So now we got this shit going on right now, you know. And, let me just, first of all, say shout out to everybody, and grand rising to everybody out there, all my womb sisters, because sisters, brothers, this actually involves us. This involves sisters and brothers. But let me get my music started because we have serious stuff to talk about. And you know how I am, because we're going to talk about even this too. Yeah, it's early in the morning. That drums. A stick 'em, a stick 'em. Ooh. What's up, y'all? What's up? Where my womb sisters at? Early in the morning, getting their detox in, I hope. Who know this song? Who shot the fader, rushed the meter, shake your tweeter on me where? What? Bump it, way oh way. Bump this shit, hey. Who shot the fader, rushed the meter, shake the tweeter, bump it well. Bump it well. Hey Janice, what's up Tamara? What's up Lasagna? What's up Tanja? What's up Joe? What's up Keisha? Hey, Well, I hope I make you smile, Veronica. Good job on the video yesterday at the womb sister. I saw you, baby. Well. Bump it, well. Where the verse at? You knew I loved it when they play my sister. Yes. Because it moves a band, it moves the crowd. You know I love you when they play my shit sky. Y'all don't want her. And it puts me in a daze. Whoa, sis, we gotta talk. Hey, one more time and I'm gonna get started, I promise. Woo. Yeah, so let's talk. I had to get that out my spirit real quick, y'all. So we're gonna talk about Erykah Badu also in a little bit, but I want to talk about this whore culture we live in. We celebrate hoes and all of this shit. We want to celebrate all this twerking, which I saw the Cardi B video, and that shit, it made my stomach turn. I'm gonna turn this all the way down. Because I don't need no distractions, because this is so serious. As a straight, heterosexual, proud heterosexual black woman, I want to tell all my black women, I am tired of seeing your asses. I'm tired of seeing you twerk. I'm tired of having to defend the real shit that we fighting against, because we got knuckleheads and brain dead and basic broads out here that are perpetuating the same society that they say they want to be protected from. So as I say again, sis, when is it okay to hold y'all accountable for anything? Because I learned long time ago with doing health and the matchmaking, when it comes to looking at what y'all got to offer, we can't ask you to change your hair. Men don't like that stinking ass weave. We can't tell you to have more feminine grace. Well, he need to accept me for who I am. You're masculine as fuck. They need to accept your birth control and steroid riddled body. And we don't want to take accountability for the situation that we're in. You know, a nation can rise no higher than its women. And when I look around at my women, we all shaking on the goddamn floor. We just had sweet Jasmine Barnes. I have to see this shit. We got Jasmine Barnes. We got another black kid shot. We got another black woman, shot and killed. We got another black woman brutalized. They just coming up randomly stabbing y'all. And y'all culture, the sisterhood, we so sick. The only thing we worried about, the only thing we thinking about is bundles and twerking our goddamn asses. And so here we are with this story of this ATL alleged rape. And I saw the video, I studied it, I looked at the other video, somebody took a video from behind. See, this is stuff that we don't do. We don't do no research. But yet and still, you want me to jump on the black man and completely not ask questions, not look at evidence, not hold anybody accountable. But we have a sister that, something happened in that club. Let's just say that something did happen in that club. I'm not going to say if it was rape or not, because I can't even call that. Okay, we do need more evidence. But what I will say is this. It's very interesting that this is coming out right now. And it's also very interesting that we can't hold her friends accountable. Where were her friends? Where were her friends? See, this is the sisterhood. Let me ask the sisters a question. When you go out with your girlfriends and you see your girlfriends being raped, but y'all all Z5, 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 y'all got all this sisterhood, but the AKA ring, hell, y'all just got caught up in a goddamn sex scandal. A sex ring, sex trafficking. Just like with Kanika Williams, that young lady that died in Chicago was found dead in the freezer after she was raped on live. Y'all on live? Raping? Where's the sisterhood? I got to talk to the sisters now. I have to talk to the sisters now, because whenever it's okay for us to go out and act like hoes, when you put yourself in a prostitution environment, you're going to get treated like a prostitute. But why is it okay for us to go out doing twerk contests? That shit should turn your stomach. These types of activities, twerking and acting like a hoe, that should be so looked down upon. But see, we've normalized it. We've normalized it, and that has created the environment where so much debauchery, so much degenerate, so much sexual deviant behavior can even go on. We have to create that environment. But what you're not going to do is put this up. See, she was raped live. Well, God damn it, who is all these people around? But you want me to demonize the black man, but after the rape, you go on stage and do a twerk contest. I'm going to go ahead and sip some water on that. After you brutalize, after you're raped, you go do a twerk contest? But some man can go to jail. See, y'all are living in an environment and a culture that you don't have to have no evidence. You don't have to have shit but to say a black man raped you. We don't have to have no more evidence, because people like me, when we start asking questions, we have to keep explaining to y'all, no, we do not condone rape. But what I will not condone is false accusations, and I will not condone whole behavior by my women without holding them accountable. I can't do that, y'all. I can't do that. I will not do that, because I see the agenda. I see the agenda. We got a white man right now that raped a 1-year-old black baby girl on a video, and he laughing while he doing it. But we want to talk about this young lady who wants to act like a hoe. She's on camera, and then she claims that she's brutalized, and then she goes and gets in a twerking contest. Like, what in the fuck are we doing right now? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I know we have a very sick sisterhood. I was talking to a lady last year. This was a sister who does not like black men, right? But she's one of the liars that say she like black men, because we got a lot of y'all doing this right now. And I want to let you know, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Y'all don't like black men. Y'all will use every fucking news story to project your shit just so that you can drag a black man down. That actually is what it is. But here's what I will say, just for PC, just to be politically correct, and just to go ahead and give this disclaimer. If rape did occur, he needs to be dealt with just like anybody. But what I will not do is just assume somebody's story is correct when they have questionable behavior. I won't do that. As a black woman, I'm not going to just jump on the black woman's side because I'm a black woman. And as a black woman, I'm not going to do that. When it comes to our issues, we need to figure it out. We need to figure it out. That's just what it is. And so we see these women that continuously are shaking their asses. And as I told you, I couldn't even get through 30 seconds of the Cardi B video. I wanted to vomit. We are getting shot and killed. Do you see how sick this is? We have no standard. A nation can rise no higher than its women, but we got our women out here acting like prostitutes, going out with the intention. I mean, look, y'all act like so many hoes out here. Don't act like you don't go out sometimes wanting to get fucked in the club. I'm not saying that that's what that sister did, but what the fuck are y'all doing? If you don't want to get fucked and treated like a hoe, why would you go to a club twerking with no panties on? What the fuck are y'all doing? This is how you know we are so far off of excellence. That's the standard now. It don't matter how many online businesses you can run. It don't matter if you can heal yourself, dissolve your fibroids, if you know about herbs, if you know about the system of white supremacy, if you know about how the African got sick psychologically. That's not really valued because you're called a hotep and all this stuff, but you value weaves, bundles, Cardi B, acting like a fool every time we turn around. You want to be friends with white people, but you got all these issues with black people. So I don't know. I'm gonna call bullshit on my sisters right now. We need to pull some cards. We need to pull some cards because I'm tired of seeing y'all asses. I'm tired of seeing you twerk. Are y'all even straight anymore? Don't say it's African. I'm tired of y'all saying it's African. Ain't nothing African centered about shaking your ass like no hoe. Context. Stop using that as an excuse. I asked the question last year. I'm like, what is twerking? Y'all, it was people that understood why I asked that. And it was people that was like, well, it's cultural and it's African. No, I know when I see people acting like hoes. That's all this is hoe behavior. If y'all can turn on a TV and not be disturbed by all the twerking you see, that means you're desensitized. If you can't ask questions, we are so sick in a sisterhood and we are so mad at black men. We have so many issues with black men. We can't even ask questions to y'all no more without y'all saying, oh, wait, do you condone rape? Do you condone rape? No, and I don't condone false accusations, and neither do I condone whole ass prostitute behavior. So get your ass up off the floor if you want somebody to treat you like a queen. Again, we can't ask you anything. We can't ask you where were the parents. We couldn't ask you where were the parents of R. Kelly, the R. Kelly situation. We couldn't. But because people don't want you to start peeling back those layers and seeing where their behavior, we have to be accountable for our actions and how our actions lead to consequences. There's a consequence to every action, and that is a basic concept that we have yet to wrap our mind around. When you grow up and you've been programmed by this white feminist racist agenda, you're going to act like a white lady. You throw the rock and hide your hand, right? That's your attitude, black women. And this woman I have, on my page, I love black men. And she swears she love the womb school and all this stuff. But I watch y'all. I had a session with a woman like this. That woman that say she love black men. She told me how she was brutalized. She was raped by one of these guys that she was telling me about. Well, she actually wanted to be with this guy. I'm like, wait, this is the guy you with? I couldn't even put it together. I'm like, wait, so this is the same guy that you say forced himself on you. She's crying. He forced himself on me. But I'm like, she said, but I want to do it right. I didn't want our first time to be like that. I'm listening to this type of shit, how we justify shit, and I'm having to yell at her on the phone. Now, I don't yell at people on the phone no more because I've learned how to manage my temperament, but it got me so hot. I said, I will not support this. Don't ask me to support you being in a relationship with a man. She was getting advice. She want to get advice. So how can I be with him? How can I make this right? Hold on. You just said he raped you and forced himself on you. But you want to be... See, we sick. We sick. We sick. But these same women accept all type of fuckery from men. They do fuckery. You're not interested in black women because every time I turn around, you jealous of black women. What kind of sisterhood is that where you can go out and just be raped in a club like that? Tell me what kind of sisterhood we have. You don't like each other, black women. I'm going to just tell you that right now. We have radical individualism, and as I talked about it in chapter 1, we have been infected by the RIF virus. That is radical individualism and feminism. That radical individualism, it says, I'm going to do me and you do you. It praises individual. This is the RIF virus I talk about because this is in the black prognosis. Okay, and it starts off saying, if you do not understand white supremacy, racism, what it is and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. That's Dr. Neely Fuller. And so I talked about the prognosis, our prognosis. It's the likely course of disease or ailment and a forecast of the likely course of a disease or ailment, a forecast of the likely outcome of a situation. So the RIF virus is radical individualism and feminism. American culture praises that individualism and can-do, can't-fail attitude. So for these reasons, people have a strong desire for material success, and all that is European. All that, I'm going to just do me over here and mind my business. That's European shit. That's European shit. We're a tribal people. And all we've been programmed to do is just put ourselves in fucked up situations, create fucked up situations, and blame each other for it. Where the system that we're in, it's caused this gender war. You can't even see past it. You go out thinking that you like black men, but really you have this deep-seated resentment and hatred for them. And I need y'all to really sit down. And miss me. Because like this lady that's still following my page that was begging me for help so that she can stay in this relationship with this guy that she said forced himself on her. And this is something else that I'm tired of y'all doing too. And this happened last year with the lady. When shit don't go right, y'all play that rape trump card. Now, this is separate from that situation. I don't know, but I do know that y'all use rape as the trump card. If a nigga want to stop fucking with you, if you had sex and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, white women do that shit too. After they have sex with a black man and just something ain't right and you have an argument, oh, I can pull rape. You rape me. Black men, you know that's what you're looking at now, don't you? Don't you? Yep. Domestic violence, oh, he hit me, all this stuff. No, we're going to talk about the real sickness in the sisterhood where we don't want to take accountability for our actions and how we create our own demise. We're creating our own demise here. No, a nation can rise no higher than its women, but our women are on the floor shaking it like a monkey, shaking all their bacterial vaginosis, all their yeast infections, all of their trauma, all of their fibroids. You shaking your fibroids and PCOS and insist in the flow like a goddamn fool. That's all I see. And you don't even know how to heal yourself. These are women that could not tell you how to run out illness in your body. That's like the stuff that's supposed to be celebrated in the sisterhood. Who can heal? Who's nurturing? Who's creative? Who's creating, outlets of real creativity that will lead to us building empires? Like, y'all not doing that though, but y'all shaking. Shake it. Girl, yeah, we gonna go out and have a good time. So you think you gonna find you a quality king like that? Okay. This is why the majority of single women attract nothing but bullshit. Because they haven't wanted to admit yet that they only bring bullshit. Just because you got your little funky ass degree. But when you don't know who you are, when you don't know how to be on code, when you don't have feminine grace, you're going to be just another programmed, goofy-looking monkey out here that's battling and fighting against your black man, not wanting to take accountability for the whorehouse behavior that you're exhibiting. And then I'm not going to play that side with you. I'm going to call you and this Sick Sisterhood out. I'm going to call it out. We got so many women, you don't know if you gay, you don't know if you straight, you don't know whether you like to suck dick, eat pussy 1 week to the next, like, god damn, we don't know what it is. We got white men out here raping babies, but you want me to put my energy on people who chose to put themselves in a situation instead of the white supremacists that's doing this shit all over the place. Like, no, you're not. You're just not. No, I'm going to ask you some real questions. Black women, why are you twerking anyway? Well, I just want to go out here. Why are you splitting your vagina on stage? Do you what twerking is? Y'all don't even stop to think. You splitting your ass on stage for what? I remember when I was growing up and we used to be playing rap music and stuff like that, and my mom would come and be like, wait a minute. What is this? We ain't gonna be shaking like that. We gonna dance to the glory of God in here. You know, my mom was like that. I feel like an old head mama that's like, wait a minute, hold on. What is all this shaking for? What are you shaking for? We getting killed. The government is shut down. We got a damn Negro bed wench that's married to a white Jew who's wanting to enforce some very dangerous policies for our people, but in the name of being black, this blackface. That's why I tell you, everybody that's our color, everybody that's got the credentials, everybody that say they black, they ain't our kind. There are people that are really against us, that are here to just support agendas that will take us down, that will annihilate us, that are about the destruction and not the liberation of our people. Who supports this type of shit? Who going to the R. Kelly music festivals and all this type of shit? Who's supporting it? That's why I say I cry bullshit on your fake outrage, your ski-wees and all this sisterhood. It ain't no sisterhood. You don't have one because y'all really upset at each other. You don't like each other. Y'all so hateful to each other. You abuse each other's children in daycares. Fuck you talking about, sis. Nah, I wouldn't leave my child with half of y'all out here. I'm talking about women. Women. I was watching Love and Hip Hop New York last night, and Joe Budden's girlfriend, they just had a baby and everything, and she was talking about she was going through postpartum depression, but really it triggered her memory of how she doesn't want to get a nanny because she doesn't trust people to even change her child's diaper. Why? Because she was actually raped at 5. Not by a man, but by a woman. Same thing with Dorothy Dandridge. Same thing with a lot of these celebrities. They raped by women too. But y'all want to just have this one-sided comment. No. These daycare workers and shit like that and what they got to do, the way they send y'all babies home, no. These women need some serious mental counseling, some serious therapy. No, ma'am. Honey, it's so many black women that's touching these babies and molesting these babies and believe and support and enable rape culture. Who enables rape culture? Who supports it? If you are the ones that's shaking your ass acting like hoes, you set the standard for how you'll be treated. But if we are out here really carrying ourselves as the queens that we say we are, that would take care of all of our issues. If we really love black people, black folks, black men like we said we did, we would be on top of shit like this and talking about the counter narrative. We would be holding sisters just as accountable for our actions. And one action, like you wanna be mad at black men for being rappers and talking about bitches and hoes, but you don't want to talk about the women in the videos that's literally shaking their asses like bitches and hoes. That type of logic, I don't get with that. Tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. And y'all should go to my blog, confessionsofasagaartbodysoul.blogspot.com. I have an article called The Last Straight Black Female in Atlanta, Not Even a Little Bit By. And it's just talking about this landscape in Atlanta. You got different types of women. You got the women that's like me, that's like, hey, let's be friends, let's hang out. Then you have the women that's like, hey, let's hang out because I want to fuck you and eat your pussy. And then you got the women that want to hang out and say, I want to watch my husband eat your pussy. Like, it's just some weird shit. We just all over the place, and I'm not here for it. So for a woman that's not sexually confused, I'm very clear. I know when we're involved in debaucherous, degenerate, sexually confused behavior. And let me say something else about this. Y'all talking about it's the girls, we need a voice. I saw this woman make a post under that alleged ATL rape Facebook Live video. She said black women don't have a chance in this world. No, black men don't have a chance in this world. I'm going to change that. No, you got a voice to say anything. You got white society that'll back you up on any goddamn piece of bullshit you want to pull out your ass to the black men, and they'll support you because it's the agenda to bring down the black man, fool. All these black boys out here getting raped and they don't have no movement. What a movement. No, because they don't care. Neither do you. And we are in that burning house. We are arguing over who has been hurt the most instead of focusing on just healing, period. What'd you say, Mark? He said I was molested from the age of 7 through 9 by my 2 female cousins. God damn it. They was 21 and took fucking turns doing it. My God. My God. Why can't we talk more about this? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, brother, for sharing that. Oh, I've been hearing all of this come out as the Me Too movement charges on the witch hunt. I'm seeing all the black men. It's like, wait a minute. Hold on. That Me Too movement ain't for us. That Me Too movement is a witch hunt to throw every black man in jail without any probable cause, without any evidence, without anything. And you set the precedence and you allowed it with Bill Cosby and you are allowing it. That's what it is. We need to be more vocal about that. And this is not deflection. It's having a balanced conversation. If we're going to talk about this, let's hold people accountable. If it's ever a time to hold you accountable, black women. But you want to be like, oh, Cardi B, twerking. And y'all just being laughed. Look at these dumb niggas here in the middle of a real civil war. You're in the middle of a race war. And we are so broken. We are some traumatized soldiers out here. And we don't know who to point the gun at. And we fight each other. And now go the enemy just taking us out because we have our focus in the wrong direction. We shooting our bullets in the wrong direction. We don't know how to deal with our issues. If somebody has been raped, sisters, if you have been raped, my heart does go out and there is healing. And there should be a level of accountability for that person that brutalized you, period. With that being said, this is why it's important to challenge all the false accusations and all of these weird stories out here because it takes away from the validity of the real people that have gone through that. That's why it's important to call out the fuck shit. If we don't have consequences for people that make false accusations, the people that really go through this shit, they just gonna get caught up in the raft. They're gonna get caught. They're gonna just fall through the cracks. No one will ever take it seriously, especially when we have a women that support such foolish behavior. When will you stand up, black women, and say no more? We're not going to act like hoes. We're acting like queens. Get your ass up, sis. I'm not supporting that. You claim you bougie. What makes you bougie? You're not bougie. You acting like a $2 hoe that don't know how to manage her pussy right. And that goes and cries rape when shit don't turn out right for her, honey. That's just real. That's real life game I'm giving you right now. You do not get a chance. You will never feel like that you're a white woman because you're not. But you are doing the work and you're doing the dirty work of white supremacy in this feminist society that we live in. When you think that you can use that trump card when you've been hurt and brutalized or whatever it is and something go right with the black man, let me say it like this. If something don't go right with your issue and your sexual experience with him, you don't get to call rape. I had a lady did that last year. She was set up and matched, which my matchmaking, process is so much more stringent now. And everybody that does want to be matched, they have to have those soul ties broken first because you're bringing in so much unresolved issues, pain, baggage, trauma into a relationship. And that's not fair for men or women. So you have to do the necessary spiritual cleansing before we even fuck with you on some matchmaking. Excuse my French because I'm trying to stop cussing. But this young lady, I matched her up with a wonderful man. This old hood bitch got hood bitch ways. I thought she had that talk, and I've changed in a lot of ways with what I see. And I really wanted to give her an opportunity to have a wonderful black man. They were actually a match. The ancestors were matched. They were matched in the ancestral realm. They could have been a good match, but that doesn't mean that in the physical realm it'll actually work out. And that's another conversation. You can have a person that's ancestrally approved on paper, so to speak. The ancestors can approve them. But even if you live your life, you have free will still. You make decisions, and that can, totally affect the relationship, period. So what happened was she had a relationship. She went off and cheated on the dude. And she showed me the whole text, the screenshot, everything, because she wanted me to get behind it. She was raped thing. And I'm looking like this. I'm looking at what he said. Oh, you invited him over. This your homeboy. This her homeboy that raped her. Right. And he ate your pussy and all this stuff. And I'm looking at like, this not rape, sis. Nah. And now she wanted to go on her page. She went on her page. Art Kathy is horrible. She doesn't support women rape. Y'all not gonna do that for me. Y'all not. No, what happened was you cheated on your man. He found out. He chose not to be with you no more. And then you wanted to act like you were raped. I've seen women do this so much. That's more common than you guys even want to know. We don't get to do that, okay? And we don't get to act like hoes and demand somebody treat us like queens. Y'all better cut it out. No, ma'am. What'd you say? Oh, no. As a child from 5 to 12, my brother would allow his girlfriend to suck me off or put me on them, and it took me in my 40s to realize the sexual actions do come. My God, I can't. Oh, that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the alleged rape. The alleged rape. You go and do a twerk contest after you were brutalized? No, we need to ask questions and hold sisters accountable. You're a newcomer. Okay, I don't know how on code you are, but I love you, sis, because I think I met you. But I just want to let you know, I'm not one of those black women that just be like, oh, he raped her. Oh, you see that? Oh. No, we asking motherfucking questions up in here because it's time for us to hold each other accountable. Sis, we don't do twerk contest after we've been raped. Sorry. And you have a bullshit sisterhood if you can be raped on Facebook Live. Why was no authorities called? It's live. It's live. Okay, she's drugged. She's all, no. Nope. And it's just convenient to have this ATL propaganda, rape propaganda. Y'all are being used as the puppets for the biggest show on earth. Y'all are. And I don't want to keep having to defend myself against dumbasses. See, when you're brilliant, it annoys me when I have to stop and explain stuff to y'all. No, I know what it is. We have a serious, sick bipolarism in the sisterhood where we want to act like hoes, demand cream treatment. We want masculine men to protect us, but we don't want to be on code and to be submissive. We want to be masculine, but why don't you protect yourself? Like, we got a lot. I mean, we have so many contradicting behaviors in the sisterhood, and it's a bipolarism. Exactly. Like, you want these masculine men, but every time I turn around, you supporting, yes, girl, ooh, gay. Where's your belief and where's your need for masculine men? You wouldn't support a culture that was hell-bent on showing us fruity, bent over, sexually confused black men instead of strong, masculine black men. And this is not disparaging gay men, but it's an agenda to keep the masculine, strong, black warrior class suppressed. And it has always been an agenda to wipe that class, the warrior class, out completely. Oh, be careful, Ashley Renee. If they say if you're a black woman and can see through the bullshit and say that a woman wanted it, but when it didn't turn out the way she wanted it, and when you want to use it to get attention, oh God, we live in an attention whoring generation. We use our own pain for attention. You will jump up on TV when your family member got shot and killed just to get some shine. Shut up. I know we do it. And I'm sorry, but it's like, we can't admit that we just want to get fucked. That we went to the club to get fucked. We can't. You went to the club not to get fucked and you was splitting your vagina on stage. So if you split your vagina on stage and hump it up and down, that's saying that you don't want to be fucked. That's saying that you want to be treated like a queen. That's why you have to say it out loud, because it sounds like dumb shit. So you went to the club with no panties on. You went on stage after he did this and did a twerk contest and split your naked vagina on stage. Y'all know the type of infections and shit. Like, y'all don't even care about your pussies out here. I know you don't. You don't want to drink water. You don't know what detox is. You don't know what healing your natural female reproductive system is. Because when I asked you in my surveys to get into womb school, do you want to learn natural remedies to heal your female reproductive system and vagina? All y'all hoes be saying, no, I'm good. I don't want to have no children. Y'all goofy ass hoes, see my page, see how on code I am about black people, black health, black mental and emotional wellness. And I have black women that's older even saying, well, I want to know what your school is about, the womb school, because I ain't trying to have no children. Female reproductive health, your ovaries, your uterus. It needs to, Thank you. It's funny. They be like, did you see this? Did you see that? We got all this outrage, but no cops were called. I know I'm dealing with a brain dead and basic generation of black women. I mean, y'all don't even know the difference between two, you're and you're, there and there. Still. I had a post the other day that was talking about the caterpillar evolution and shit like that. It wasn't my post. It was a meme that I had shared. And at the end it said, "You're why, oh, you are," instead of "you're failing to." That wasn't me. Like, that shit even bothers me because I don't even want nobody to think that I don't know. Like that basic grammatical error. Like, we don't even have basic grammar. We don't have basic grammar and verbal and written ability. Hell, I'm getting caught up. But yeah, I was like... So we got all these hoes out here splitting their asses and vaginas wide open. Yeah, she ain't had no panties on. And you got every infection and you want a nigga to eat that shit, but you done had it, you done drug it all across the goddamn floor, the janitors and shit, done drug the nasty mop, the mop water, and you done put your pussy, the womb, the damn portal of life and death. You just put the shit on the floor. And drag it around like a goddamn bitch in heat. That's what I see. You know how dogs look when they drag their ass around because they got worms? That's what I see with all this twerking. Like, what the fuck is in your ass? You need to get out so much. Sit down. Just... You don't know what to do with your energy. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know where to put it. Your root chakras are bust wide open, ladies and gentlemen. It's just red, just root chakra, just primal, sex. And I put up a post in the womb school yesterday, and it was about sister wives and where the concept actually came from. And, you know, it was about how the woman actually picks the relationship because she wants to have a woman have access to a masculine man, you know, and that type of thing. Like, let me just read the shit because, goddamn it. Honey, we talking about this damn sisterhood. And when we see real sisterhood, we don't really know what to do. Let me go to this really quick, you guys. Give me a second. And for me, I don't even like a lot of times talking about this. Let me see. It said it was a picture of the first wife feeding her husband's second wife at a wedding reception. If only women would understand and embrace their co-wives, it's much more easier than jealousy that eats them up. Now, I had to be very, very, you know, serious and tell people I'm not trying to. I realize, I said, just FYI, I believe we are light years away from being able to even understand this concept, and I have no intentions of trying to convert black women to accept this for their lives. Okay? And I also said, yeah, that's it. And I've just talked about that so many times in the book, Husband Sharing. It's not about sex, it's about community. We don't even have a good concept of being sisters yet. I don't like to talk about that with us because we're so traumatized. We just think about jealousy. We're thinking about sex. We don't know what sisterhood really is yet, y'all. We seriously don't. And you acting like you're outraged over a girl allegedly getting raped, that don't show me anything, because when I look at your timelines, I see the real hatred and vitriol you have for black women, black society. You're off cold, sisters. If a sister could get raped in a open public environment, it's time for us to check ourselves as a sisterhood. That ain't no sisterhood I want to be goddamn part of. No, and we need to come up out of those environments acting like that anyway. Why the fuck aren't you doing a business behind the scenes with your sister? Shit, you need to be talking to myroyaltyraps.com. Shout out to Yaya. You need to be talking to all these people. Like, talk to people that's actually doing something. Go to Cafe 640. Do that. Go to Cafe 640. Support black-owned businesses. Get on a detox program. Get on phase 2. We're going to be addressing parasites and blood purification. Y'all want to drag y'all asses on the floor, suck dick, take dick, do all this stuff, and your ass is unclean. You're nasty as hell. You got all type of microorganisms in your mind making you act a fool, making you crave shit you don't need in your body. Like, we just all out of whack. No, that's what we need to be using our energy toward. No, you go to the club acting like a hoe. You want to get fucked. Shut up. I'm tired of it. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. You go out with no panties on, you dropping your ass on stage naked. You dropping your pussy on stage. Thank you. I think so too. I'm convinced people like to be indirectly traumatized because the reason why, Danae, and you make a good point, we've been desensitized since the plantation, seeing people raped and brutalized and shaking our ass and asking for it. When you have given up as a people, when you don't know how to fight, you will fuck. When you do not know how to fight, when you do not know how to form an alliance, you will fuck. You'll fuck. You'll smoke. You'll eat. Yeah, that's people that are marginalized people. You know, it's studies that say this. People that are constantly under war and attack, you constantly looking for ways to escape. You have the most sexually, imbalanced behavior, all that shit. Yeah, you ask for that type of shit. Yeah, you invite that shit in your bedroom. I talked about that in my blog. These dark, twisted fantasies we have. I have more than one ex-girlfriend in the past that I remember saying she had a rape fantasy. She said that, shoot, you remember that part in Ike and Tina, the What's Love Got to Do With It, when Ike raped her in the music studio, in that booth? She said, well, shit, Ike would have been mad at me because I would have busted a nut on that dick. I was like, wow, you got a rape fantasy. I knew, look, this whole thing of us liking to be choked out and this hurt, rough sex make it hurt, all of this shit that came from the Europeans, that romance, it's not for the African mind. It's not for the African mind. And I'm the person that's going to make everybody mad, make the sisters mad, and ask some real questions. If you really had a sisterhood, how could we even be able to be raped in public like this? If that was really even what happened. No. You don't go out, get fucked. If this is what happened hypothetically, allegedly, if you go out with no panties on, you bend over, you inebriated, and you get fucked, and you come to your senses and realize you didn't like it, sis, it's time for us to evaluate what got me into that situation. You need to, so it won't happen again. But you will not, because if you don't check yourself, you're going to constantly blame the other man. Blame the other situation when something don't go right, when it goes awry, when you wake up and feel like and decide that you didn't like it. You can't come back and act like he was horrible and act like, and this is the same with people that's divorced and, broke up. Like all of this thing where you want to throw him under the bus and act like I was in a horrible, everybody I talk to, I'm just coming out of an abusive relationship and okay. Everybody, your ass ain't did shit, right? Y'all, you ain't did a goddamn thing. It was just so abusive. It was so abusive. But then we come look at you and all the crazy shit. You acting like a bat out of hell in the house, doing all types of shit. Nah, man. Like, I even know one time that I provoked a dude and he put his hands on me to restrain me. Okay? And I had, bruises on my arms from him holding me down, restraining me. This is a Morehouse grad, tech student, never been in jail, never had a record, total tech nerd. He did this. I went off, felt bad about it, called my ex-boyfriend in Atlanta. I was living in North Carolina at the time as a flight attendant. This was like 2011. I'm sorry, this is 2014. So I told my ex about it. He said, you need to call the police and report that. Now, I didn't know at the time when you call the police on some domestic violence dispute, they go immediately and lock up the brother. I felt so bad because that was some fuck shit. You know how many brothers is locked up right now because some domestic violence shit gone wrong that we provoked? Ooh, say that. Learned helplessness. That's it. This happens all the time though. Women doing things and we have an altercation and the law is on our side, y'all. Because it wants to put him in jail. We got to check our shit, ladies. So if you already off code, you don't know what being on code, off code is. You don't know what being a queen is. You don't know about feminine grace. You probably are going to be one of them girls out there twerking. You're going to be one of those women that's putting yourselves in fucked up situations and doing whole behavior. Behaving like a hoe, behaving like a total hood rat. And when hood rat shit happened to you, you want to act like, I need to be accepted like a queen. I need to be treated like a queen. No, you do whole shit. You get whole consequences. Period. I'm my sister's keeper because I keep the truth. I keep spitting the truth. That's how I'm going to keep you safe, is to tell you the truth. Check your sisterhood. Check the next time you see that Cardi B video and you twerking and twerking. Ask yourself, what the fuck am I twerking for? How is this edifying my community? How is this edifying me? How is this edifying my children? When I shake my naked ass on stage and get out in front of the world and put my camera on, what am I representing about my black community? What am I saying about my legacy? I'm representing my mother, my father, my ancestors. And right now you at war and all you represent is some slaves that's been dumbed down, you've been brainwashed, and you've been fucked into submission. So now all you want to do is fucking just stay down. Thank you. That's what it was. She became humiliated. Right. Rather scream rape before beginning a club. Oh, exactly. Thank you. She said, I feel like she wanted to act victimized before she became humiliated. Exactly. Rather scream rape before being called a club hoe. That's it. I'm gonna call bullshit and I'm not getting caught up, If you're offended, okay. But that means that you don't realize that we need to do better in our sisterhood. We need to accept better behavior. And you need to stop supporting twerking. You need to stop supporting this American whorehouse culture. That's what's wrong with us. Okay, here, what you say? I would never say my ex is all their fault. I myself needs to get some things checked. He is a grateful dad. Look, I get so tired of just hearing us talk about our relationships. I do too. I really do too, because we lie. Women lie. Women lie. A lot. A lot. They'll get on here and say one thing and insist it's not about you particularly, but that just makes me think about something, and I swear she'll probably be offended all day, even if I say this is not about you. Because we just so fucked up. You can't hold us accountable. You can't talk about shit without saying, you mean I'm a victim? Y'all thought you was this? Shut up. But what I do know is that I get tired of talking and hearing us talk about shit all the time, because we lie a lot. Women can be the biggest, and they're the greatest liar in the universe. You do not even know the half of it. Women will say one thing, oh, I'm just grateful for my experiences and, my ex, and I take fun, and I take the blame. Okay. But that's them saying, won't he do it, Christians? That's them saying, won't he do it? People that's just as brainwashed and don't know nothing about racism, white supremacy. So you just brainwashed. You can be, programmed to think whatever you want to think. I don't trust y'all either. They say one thing, just like this girl. She want to prove to me that she love black men. She's still posting all this stuff, trying to act like she pro-black men and stuff like that. And I see through you too, sweetie. Like you wanted to beg me to be with a rapist. And I have a lot of black women like you out here that's claim he ain't shit, but you still laying up with him. No, that's what I don't, I'm not fucking with that no more. Thank you. Let me get my ass out of here. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. You guys, listen, it's about us really representing ourselves as queens out here and not accepting this type of whole behavior. It's a sick sisterhood that we're living in, and it's time for us to really ask some serious questions. What do you value as a black woman? What do you bring as a black woman? If our nation needs to rise, how can they rise on sisters who is just on the floor with their asses up in their air every time I turn around? So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. One last thing. I saw Erykah Badu. She forgave R. Kelly. She said that she sends him healing energy and she forgives him because she knows he's a person that needs healing. He's broken. Why y'all can't forgive him? But y'all forgive him for Dylan Roof? Why not just go with the forgiveness thing for R. Kelly? Why not forgive this guy in the club? Like, what's all of that? Because your real agenda is to be against and to fight against the black man. That's what it really is. If it was about loving your community and being honest, fair, balanced, why not just say, okay, we forgive him? Why not? Because you don't want to. Because it's easier for you to be outraged and mad at who they tell you to be mad at. You're mad when they tell you to be mad, and you do. If they said let's heal R. Kelly, you'd be on the hashtag Heal R. Kelly movement. You'll do whatever they tell you to do because you yourself don't have a code. So these goofy women, these brain dead women, unfortunately, I said it's 3 types of black people, and I'm gonna end on this note. We have the brilliant, basic, and brain dead, and a lot of times the basic and brain dead intersect. My theory is of the brilliant, we have probably about 5 to 10%. A brilliant. 45 and 45, the majority of these people out there, majority of our black people around us are basic or brain dead. They're collaborators, coons. You see all this cooning we got out here? All this cooning we got? All this immigrant, we are the world and love for everybody type shit. That's the majority we have among us. So I know the people I'm talking to are those same programmed, brainwashed, black feminists, womanists, and the people that really have deep-seated resentment to the black man. You just projecting. You've been brainwashed to be, his enemy. You're not an ally, really. And I see the difference. So those women, if you are upset and offended, please remove yourselves. We'll be like, I'm offended at what you said, but your ass need to get a detox. Don't ask me for no refund. Don't, because we petty like that. We real petty. Don't you dare come to me because you felt like unfollow now. And I want to make an official announcement. If I offend you, if you don't like me, you got to free yourself, sis, and get the fuck on. We will sit up and hate somebody and continue to watch their broadcast and knowing good and fucking well that you just get mad every time you see my fucking fro. You can't believe I said that. Unfollow. You don't even know how to be free. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even know how to be free. You don't have to stay up somewhere where you being brutalized and somebody don't love you, somebody don't give you what you need. Get the fuck on. We need to learn how to do that shit. Instead of continually accepting bad behavior, accepting abuse, accepting a bad situation, don't accept something that don't feel good to you. You can say no. You can say no. But what we like to do is watch the show and just sit back and hate like they did Soulja Boy. That's all y'all want to do a lot of times. You come for the entertainment, just to argue, just to cause a commotion, just to spew hatred towards your fellow black woman and black man that's actually just want to be critical thinkers and ask questions. No, you just come in the mix just to throw off the energy. I know who those people are. And so again, without Sick Sisterhood, the majority of you guys, I wouldn't leave my babies with you either. Talking about rape culture, black. No. Putting babies in the oven, choking children, molesting children. Cause you a girl, no ma'am. No. It's a lot of sexual confusion, and we have mental illness. Y'all will go out and act like a hoe, come back home, make it up in your mind. You know what? You'll call the police. It's crazy. Somebody's got to call it out. I'm going to call it out. I see your crazy ass. I'm not moved because you're fake. You're phony. Every fucking day I turn around, you got fake outrage and who's the culprit? The black man. But I don't see none of this shit. Hashtag first them. I don't see none of that heat being distributed across the board equally at all. Where's the forgiveness? Where is the forgiveness? Exactly. That's what I thought. You don't forgive your own. You don't want to forgive your own. So again, free yourself if this has offended you. And if you're one of those black women who really got some serious issues with the black man and this hit you in your spirit and you ain't like it, I want you out of here anyway. And you know exactly who you are. Okay? So, yeah, it's very sickening and they need help. And I'm not helping. I'm not helping no more. I'm tired because I got a lot of ladies and gentlemen. And I work with women a lot and men, but I see a lot of my people got a lying problem. We habitual liars and we just want to tell, false, oh Lord, stories and make shit up and add shit to it and go off and run and hide, and none of our actions support that. So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I appreciate all of those that do support my book, because we do need to find out, what is this RIF virus? How did the African get sick? Psychologically, mentally, spiritually? How did we get sick? How is it that we can shake our ass and drag our bare vaginas across the floor? How have we come from Lena Horne, the likes of Lena Horne, even Nina Simone, real activists, and we have women, even in entertainment. You didn't have women out there dragging their pussies around the floor? Take me back to 1960. I'm sorry, when they had some classy ass raunchy dances, when they was like, yeah. Give me some old raunchy, just a hunch in a hunch in place. Let me hunch in place, honey. All this throwing up asses, and I gotta smell the bacteria vaginosis and the cheese and the damn, the cottage cheese and the seat of your panties. I don't want it. I don't want you shaking your PCOS, your cyst, your fibroids. You need to sit the shit down, heal it, heal the trauma, and stop being a part of the agenda on this witch hunt for the black man, because I see through it. Okay, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you again for everybody on the Indigenous Detox Program. If you want to join phase 2, you can. We're going to start off. This is one of the many products that are in the phase 2 package for blood and parasite cleanses, because y'all need it. Dragging your ass across the floor, sitting your ass on every dick, sucking every pussy, eating all the shit in your face. Oh Lord, cleanse. You need to detox mind, body, spirit. For spiritual detox, we're going to have that in phase 5 with Chief Montana. And if you're interested in the spiritual renewal, you need to start off with the divination. So go to chiefmontana.com, sign up for a divination, and that's kind of a preliminary. But for phase 3, it's going to be fitness and fat burning. We need to definitely focus on that. We're going to be putting your body in a fat burning state, and I have herbs and a food plan around that. And for phase 4, it's going to be womb health and STD detox. But all of these things, just to let you know, when it comes to reversing disease, you have to start with liver digestive, which is in phase 1, phase 2, blood, parasites. That's why it's a full body detox program. So you can't just say, well, I just want to do this one thing because I eat right. And you need to really, look at your body as a whole and see what organs you're nourishing. Because I don't care if you think you eat right and stuff like that. If you don't have a real regimen to nourish each organ, you're not really doing anything. So anyway, I'll get out of here, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, holler at me. Let me know.